The gate's open. Let me in. I want to go in there so bad. What's going on, guys? Heading over to the skate park. Just gonna make a day out of it. What did I just find? Check this out. What? No, you can't see it yet. Hold on. There it is. What up, dude? I'm about to take that. Ducks flag. Let's go Ducks. Figured today I'd just cruise around the city that I live in. I live in Tustin. Heading over to the skate park right now. And currently skating around the giant, I guess they're blimp hangers. We're gonna have to do a whole video on that. I want to do like a walk and talk on that because you can walk around this whole property and see all the abandoned buildings. Well, I don't know if they're abandoned, but they definitely don't use them anymore. They just don't really like to let anyone have access to it. But we'll figure out a way. Can't believe I just found a Ducks flag. Got the setup, fresh wheels, old trucks. Everything on this board is old. It is kind of a funny little setup too, because I got the spacers. So originally I had the big urethane wheels on here, and these are the trucks that came with that board, independent. So love those. They are old, but they're good trucks. But the spacers on these things are totally screwing me up. Now, I'm also not good enough to really have that preference. I'm just getting back into it. So I think once I get some new hardware, we'll shrink that down a little bit. But I am a little bit higher off the ground than the average skateboard. And then my deck, I don't even know what kind this is. I want to say it's Zoo York. It's something weird like that. I think I got it at Zoomies like years ago because it was cheap, on sale, and it's fat. It's probably what do they come in, like 815 or something? It's an elite. I think it's a little bit bigger than an 8. It's definitely not an 8 1/4, which is probably what I'd want. I actually probably want to get 8, actually probably 8 1/2, and a longer board, just because I need that like wide stance that like you used to have when you were a kid and the skateboard was too big for you. That's kind of where I've come back to, where like I still got a little bit of the flow, I can cruise around, but I would love to have a much larger board. So that'll be next on my list. So the wheels are solid, trucks are still pretty good, although they'd probably be too small for an 8, 8 1/2, 8 1/4, because look, they're pretty much right there. So I don't know, just make do with what we got in the meantime. I'd have to try a few different sizes. I'd probably go with one of those like crazy designs of the skateboards that, you know, like a Creature board. Creature's got some sick boards. They're almost got like a square nose on it, kind of more of a, yeah, I'd have to go see what they got going on. That'll probably be my next board, but all in good time. Let's just get back into it. We're almost there. I live right around the corner from the skate park, so it'll be fun. A little hop, skip, and a jump over here. Hopefully it's not too crowded. Coming up on this little opening right here. See what I'm saying? They got like a zombie apocalypse thing going on over here. A little booth. Looks like where they used to take our temperature for COVID. But they got all these cars over here. And a lot of military buildings that are still just kind of chilling. I read one of the signs, and it says the Navy is not using this as an active base anymore. So I think they're kind of like probably part owners. I'm sure if they wanted to, they could jump back into this location, but you got open lot over here and then close to the public, no trespassing. See, the Navy is no longer inspecting or maintaining this property at the level of an operational naval base. Safety hazards may be present. Entry to this property is restricted to only those individuals attending events and activities authorized and approved through Redevelopment Authority or the Navy. So they're still overseeing it. You can see the bunkers. Let me get my camera to work. See the bunkers. You see the big one over there off into the distance. So it's like they're kind of using it, but kind of not at the same time. I just want to go inside all these buildings. And in fact, what's kind of crazy and actually kind of sad, I grew up in Long Beach, so I just moved out here within the last year. But these, you can see like, almost seems like 2 towers right in the middle of the screen. Well, there's 2 more, about a football field length at least, on, you know, the other side of it. But from there to about right where my skateboard is on the screen, those 2 towers. So right here to about right other side of this tree would have been another one of those large bunkers over there. Well, they're not bunkers, they were actually large blimp hangar warehouses, which is crazy to me because I was looking at a picture. I think I saw a picture. I'll have to do some more research online, but I was looking it up, and there were like 10 blimps in each one of these hangars. That's how big these things are. And I don't know how big the blimps would have been, but I mean, it's a blimp. It's got to be decent size. And they had about 10 of them. And they would have been used during World War II. So I can kind of see how they decommissioned it, because who wants to take a blimp into the heat of battle? Heck no. I'm not getting in this hot air balloon and driving next to people that are shooting at me. No. I would like a tank, please. So I don't know what the use was. I don't know what they used them for. I just know that all of this area around here in Tustin Legacy, Tustin, used to be just the base. It was a massive blueprint, and I'll do another video. I'll do a whole video on this whole area, and we'll check it out. We'll take my skateboard, but we'll do a whole little history lesson there. And then if there's any events, I gotta sign up for one. I gotta get in there. That'd be cool. So I'm gonna be on the lookout for some events, and you be on the lookout for another video. But look, you can see some modern buildings. You can kind of tell that this gray one right here, I would say that's modern. Those look pretty old. It's hard to tell. But the blimp hangars off into the distance, man, I would love to have seen that other one. I know it burned down, and I remember when it burned down. I saw it on the news. You can tell that building's old. You know, it's so cool. It's like history right in my backyard. I love living in Tustin. I moved here from Long Beach. Grew up in Southern California. Lived in Long Beach my whole life. Was tired of the rat race and all that kind of stuff. Plus, I got to marry my best friend, my wonderful wife. Then we moved out here to Tustin, and here we reside. There's another open field. Park's just on the other side of this field, so we're gonna make our way over there and let's go skate. At the intersection of Armstrong and Valencia, you can see catty corner to me the bunkers, which I kind of wonder if this park, the blueprint, here we are at Veterans Sports Park, I wonder if this park was part of the military base too. I'm so excited. I'm gonna have to do some research on this tonight. But we're here, got to go over to the other side of the baseball field, do some stretching. Let's get after it. Let's show these young kids we still got it. Yeah, right. Before we head over there, I was looking at this last time. courage, freedom. It's like a memorial to the Marines. Oh, that's sick. United States Marine Corps, Department of the Navy. Got the freedom. You got a nice little memorial. Uh-oh, one of the plaques are missing. I'm sure they'll replace that. Tustin is pretty, let's see, sacrifice. Tustin's pretty good about that kind of stuff. Another one's missing. No, honor. Yeah, where's the honor in people stealing these? No, I don't know. I bet you they're refurbishing them. And another one's missing. So they only have one, or maybe they have two. Okay, they got two. Department of the Air Force, United States of America. So Marines. Okay, so it's going to be all the branches. Because you had the Marines, this is the Air Force. That one said Navy. And then you're going to have Army. I'm sure there's all these other factions of the military that I don't even know. But is the other one Space Force? No way. I don't know. Here's a little memorial in the Veterans Park. Let's go see what this little wall says. Actually, let's go over here. Looks like they got a little something. Looks like a Navy projection. Oh, sick. They're like people's photos. Thank you for your service, guys. City of Tustin. I love it when towns and cities actually take pride in the country that they live in and the military. That's always really nice. 'Cause they do a lot for us, so we can run around and act like children, basically. And they're literally paying with their lives. Okay, so we got another little thing over here. Tustin War Memorial. Casualties of the World War II Korean conflict. Wow. American Legion Post 227. So those are all the names. Thank you for your service. In recognition of those from Tustin that paid the ultimate sacrifice. Oh, wow. Thank you, guys. Very nice. What a nice little memorial. Found another one. This one says, the American flag standard is hereby dedicated to the city of Tustin in honor of all the veterans who served in the armed forces of our nation by the veterans of foreign wars, post number 9203, and it's Ladies Auxiliary. What up, ladies? Heyo. This was presented the 26th day of October, 1974. Wow, it's 2 days before my birthday and like 20 years. So this they dedicated this American flag, a little setup here, to the city of Tustin. Dude, Tustin's dope. quick trip. It's so amazing to me how back in the day, probably 15, let's see, I'd say at least 20 years ago, 15, I could skate all day. And now, I skate for about a half an hour, and I'm done. I'm over it. My body says no. Still a lot of fun though. I was telling my wife, she was like, don't try to compare yourself to all the like younger kids, basically. Everyone who's like out here like really doing it. Still, there's no way I can compare myself to anybody. I'm on my own journey, doing my own tricks, you know, going at my own pace. So that's the thing. Got some nice baseball fields over here. Just wanted to see them really quick. Yeah, no man, I'm tired. My legs hurt. And you know what's funny is I walked all the way over here. I walked probably 3/4 of the way, skated for half an hour, and now I'm done. When back in the day, I would literally skate to the skate park, skate all day, skate home, and get up and do it all over again. I had rubber bones, and I have, I guess that's probably when I did all the damage to my body. But my legs are jello. I need to work it up, and I'll get back into it. But you know what's fun? Just getting out there and doing it and learning it again for the first time. Like, I'm having fun dropping in, which isn't really great for footage, right? Because there's so many people out there that have like solid tricks, but this is like day 2 after not skating for like 10 years. So I'm gonna go at my own pace and just be happy with the progress that I made. What a view. These are beautiful houses over here. They all kind of look like a movie studio to me, which is kind of ironic because the military base looks like a movie studio to me. It's just kind of a nice walk. And look at me, holding my skateboard, walking home. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get a lot of steps in today though. Not as much as yesterday, but good little exercise. Walk, walk, walk. Walk there, walk back. Yeah, man, if I was 20 years younger, would that make me like 15? Yeah, about 15 years younger. That'd put me back in high school. I'd be skating everywhere. But now I'm like, dude, I'm walking. Tick. Headed back home. Man, Tustin is so nice. I love just walking around here. You know, you're at that age. I'm only 34 years old, but I'm at that point where like I could literally just walk around and just look at stuff, and that's like my favorite thing to do. Go someplace I've never been, just roam around. We'll see what happens. My wife's getting her hair done, so she's gonna be gone for a couple hours, so I might just go wander and then just be like, babe, can you come pick me up? I'm trying to find a two-stair, dog. I want to ollie a two-stair. I did like a big curb at the skate park, but we got to find ourselves a two-stair and then maybe a 3 or 4 stair to like step up to I saw one over there. It's like an apartment complex, so I'm probably gonna go try to, you know, hit that one day, but I want to find kind of a low-key one, because I gotta be honest, I suck at ollieing now. I need a bigger skateboard. That's the thing. That's really the problem. I mean, to be honest, if I feel like I'm skating a mini board, it's like a normal size, but I just need a bigger skateboard just because of my stance now. That's the difference. So, if any of you guys know where some sick two stairs are, I'm trying to ollie them. Let's go. Getting older sucks, man. I'm only 34. I'm about to be 35. Honestly, it's probably from a life of skateboarding, dirt biking, snowboarding. I was a Not Scary Farm slider for like 10 years. The damage is done, man. But you know what is kind of cool, even though I feel like I'm beat, battered, and torn, and I just freaking complain a lot, is as far as skateboarding goes, I'm like so pumped. Like, I totally want to go find a two-stair and ollie it, or like some small little gap, and just fall in love with the sport again and learn things at my own pace. So that's where we're at with that. I can drop in on some of the quarter pipes over there, though. I didn't do all of them. Well, did I do all of them? I might know. I think there's only one more I got to do. I could drop in on all the banks. That's easy. But like the bowl over there is kind of funky, though. It's like the transition. It's like it needs to be just a little bit wider, like half a foot wider, because you could feel it. You wonder what's in there. I bet you they got a two-stair. The front door looks like it's kind of cracked open a little bit. All right, I'm gonna get on the internet and see if there's any events or anything coming up, because I want to go in there. Yeah, if anybody knows anybody or a website or an organization or an event or anything along those lines that's going to be happening, or is like you can reach out to try to get maybe just a first-hand look on the inside, I really would love to just see it, you know, just document it and kind of have just like a day about it, you know. That would be really cool. So definitely let me know. I'm gonna see if I can figure this out. One of the perks of having this camera, you can see the whole freaking thing. Look how big that is. Looks like somebody's over there doing something. They're probably like, what's this fool sticking his head through the fence at for? Look how big that is, though. Anyways, I want to go inside. Let me in. What is happening? There we go. I was told this thing's made out of like probably anything but metal, but it kind of looks like there's metal on it. I don't know. I heard because it was, I'll have to do my research, but apparently because it was built for World War II, they obviously needed the metal for bullets and military operations and stuff, whatever. So I heard these were made out of wood, but that does not look like wood to me. Maybe fiberglass? Could be fiberglass. Would they have had fiberglass in World War II? I'm sure they had. Yeah, because of airplanes and stuff, unless the airplanes were all made out of metal. I don't think that's wood. I don't know where I heard that, but some sort of raw material that they did not need during World War II that they were able to build these things. Look at all the tracks way up there. And I was wondering, because the cross pieces on the other ones are not there, but I could tell that part is cement, the upright part. That looks like concrete. And at the top looks like aluminum to me. Or plastic, maybe it's plastic, I don't know. One of these days we'll get in there. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of wood at the bottom. Oh, no way, interesting. Yeah, there's tons of wood. So there's wood involved in it. And I'm really trying to look, it still looks like concrete. Some of those doors, the doors actually look like they're on the side right here, wood. Wow, there is a lot of wood on it. But the siding, to me, still doesn't look like wood. I don't know. If anybody knows, let me know what these things are made out of. Concrete and wood for sure. What's this metal? Looks like plastic or aluminum. I'm sure that's where they got aliens got aliens in there for sure. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go inside, take a little break, and then we'll catch back up, see where the day is, see what we can get into. Yeah, I didn't realize though, those doors look like wood. Oh my, that's incredible, dude. Still, how heavy those must be. I thought they were concrete, but they're wood. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned, plenty more videos to come. Appreciate you. See you in the next video.